Making old spice cake. Got a recipe. We're gonna try it out. See how it works. So I'm gonna be definitely adding to this and taking away what I want. I'm gonna edit the recipe just a little. All right. So I got a recipe. So we're making a coffee cake out of the spice cake. So that's what you're watching. And we're going to do a crumb top. So stay tuned. So we need some water. And some oil. All right. Guess I'll bring you over just a little bit so you guys can see. Hi. All right. So we're going to get this going. It smells amazing. I was thinking about putting some peaches in here, but I think I'm just going to do it as the cake, as the bread. We're making a spice cake bread for when you want to do coffee and little things when you have hot tea. So as far as I'm concerned, fall has started. So this is our way of coming up with some little fall things to share with you guys. That stuff you can do if you have company or whatever. So I didn't want to use the whole box because I'm making just a little. Yes. So I'm just making a little small loaf pan. So right now we're getting this all together. We're going to put some more water in it. We're making a coffee cake with a crumb top to it today. And that way we can see. I found the recipe that I was looking for. And I didn't want to mess it up. So I know I had everything I needed. And this would probably work better if I had a spoon. I could probably get a spoon. But it seems to be working out pretty well. See? So this is the spice cake. It's just a box cake. And we're doing it like cake. Probably a little bit more of the mixing. It's just this right here. Hi. And I'm just pulling out some little holiday things that we could do. I don't want to make too much because I don't want it to rise up out of my little loaf pan. So we're just kind of mixing it up, making sure it is nice and bread-like. I don't want it dough-like. So we got to put the oil in here and the rest of the water. And then we're going to get this bad boy in the oven, which is something I probably should have already started, was the oven. But we'll get it done because we still got to do the crumb top. So stick around, see how it's going to turn out. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday night. I'm not doing nothing. I don't have much of a life right now. I don't go anywhere and do anything. So I was like, you know what? I like to pretend like I know how to bake. So let's do something fun tonight. So that's what we're doing. So I think that that's just about ready. Let's go ahead and get the oven started. Can't even see it. Getting the oven turned on. There we go. All right. Okay. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I really appreciate that. Tonight we're just hanging, just having a good time. All right, so now we got to spray our pan because I don't want it to stick. And I'm just hoping this is not too much for what I want to use this for, the batter, if it's not too much. All right, so we're just going to go ahead on and put it in here, the little spice bread. Because when it rises up, I don't want it to push out the crumble. All right. Yes, I've been watching the millionaire lottery thing where people picking these houses off of this one little lottery ticket and they've won millions. And I'm looking at them pick houses. Then I was like, you know what? Tomorrow in the morning, I want to get up and have a cup of coffee and have some coffee cake. So I'm going to make some tonight. So that's what you're watching me do. We're making coffee cake. So far, so good. Tell me what you guys think about in the comments. So now we got to make our strudel top. So there you go. Hey, I'm cooking a spice cake, but it's going to be like a cinnamon spice cake strudel. So we're making like a coffee cake. So if you like to drink coffee or hot tea or something to that effect, this will be something you might want to put on your list. And so we're going to take the cinnamon and kind of put it on top. And then I'm going to kind of stir it in there. Because I wanted to have, like, when you cut it open, you see the cinnamon in it. Because right now, you wouldn't. All right, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and get that off of there. And now we got to make the crumb top. And I got to get a different bowl for that. Because this is more wet than the crumb top is going to be. So, hang out, you guys. Smell like something's burning in the oven, but it's not. All right. Oh my goodness, bear with me. It's hard moving around on one foot. Okay. So we have this. You definitely could take a bite through the screen. I recommend it. So we got to melt the butter. I was thinking it was going to be soft by the time we wanted to use it, but it's not. So we're just going to put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. Or just in the bowl. Let's just go ahead and jump it in the bowl. So, but that's the thing. I don't know if we need this whole stick of butter. We'll just melt it anyway. 10 seconds. Start. All right. Fun Saturday night. What we're making? We're making a cinnamon spice cake strudel. Coffee cake. Just a coffee cake. So we have to melt our butter. Make sure it's nice and soft. No, that's not soft enough. 10 more seconds. Something really simple. I'm not a big baker, but during the holidays, I like to do stuff like that. All right. I can tell that's ready. All right, so here we go. Butter is melted. Oh, yay. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the subscribe. I really appreciate that. So we're just going to use a cup of flour, but we're going to add our brown sugar to the butter already. So you want to make sure that your butter is nice and soft like this. Don't cook it, though. That's mistake number one. You never want to cook the butter. But I like simple stuff. And the problem is I look at Pinterest when I should be asleep, and they make me think I can do stuff that I probably should research a little more. But hey, we're here. We're up. We're cooking. All right, so now we got the brown sugar in there. Add some cinnamon. The cinnamon, use at your own discretion. You know, not a lot of people like cinnamon, but being that this is like a coffee cake and we're doing the strudel at the top, I want to make sure I have enough. And the flour, I don't want to use too much flour. It's to kind of give it a doughy feel to the top where it cooks, and it cooks like crumbles. So, and now we're going to mush this all together. And we can add more if we need it. So I'll show it to you once we get it all, because the goal here is to make it crumble. Thank you for the subscribe. The goal here is to make it crumble. And I think we need some more flour. So we're just going to add the flour as we need it. go. Because we want to make this have like a little crumble top. And I think it's too much butter. I do believe that. I do believe that it's too much butter because it should have a crumble to it. So we're just going to add all the flour. Because the top is to make it like a strudel. No, this is not your dad's ashes, thank goodness. And so here we go. We're going to add it. Now we're getting the consistency we were looking for. Because we want to be able to kind of like put it on top of here. And we are getting there, you guys. So this is something easy if you wanted to just make it for yourself instead of buying it. It'll be fun. So let me get all my flour in there. That's perfect. Now it's clumping up the way I was hoping. We got the oven on. All right. And now we're ad-libbing. I just want to make sure that this is delicious. There we go. All right. Awesome. Trying not to make too much because it's just the coating on the top. So it has the crumble top. I appreciate all my new subs. My goal is to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of this month. So I'm trying to do more lives so I can make that happen. Okay, so now we're going to take it and kind of put it on top. All right. I don't know how long this is going to take to bake because it's a lot of dry and then wet ingredients. But we're gonna do it out. And then I'll show you guys what the bark looks like that I did the other day. All right. We're getting there. We are getting there. All right. Just making that layer. Man, I hope this does not rise out of this pot. Out of this little baking pan. That is going to be a real bummer if it does. I'm hoping it doesn't. All right. So that is the crumb top. I think it would have been a little bit more crumbly had it not had so much butter. I should have just melted the butter and then added it as I felt like I needed it. But it's all good. We'll do a better job next time depending on how this turns out. All right. So now it is time to get this bad boy in the oven. Thank you. We are in the process of trying to get a slightly bigger one because I'd like to have an office, a place to vlog. And I like to do arts and crafts stuff and paint. So it's nice to be having like my own little personal office studio. And so we've been looking. We wanted to have one before we left Ohio because we are making a mad dash out of here before it gets cold. But so far, I haven't found anything in our price range. So I'm still looking. All right. So now, thank you. So now we are ready to put this in the oven. Say a little prayer, you guys, that this bad boy does not overflow. Because if it does, it's going to be all at the bottom of the oven. And that's just going to be an absolute nightmare. So let's see how we can make this happen. Wash my hands. Sorry, I'm sitting down. I'm on crutches right now because I hurt my foot and I'm still healing from surgery. No, it's gonna be like a crumb cake, like a coffee cake, a spiced coffee cake, and we put some cinnamon in there. I hope it's gonna be good. And a little cinnamon on the top. It smells delicious, you guys. And so, being that we live in the camper, we don't have a whole lot of space. And so I wanted to make a small one, but my fear is that this is going to rise up like cakes do, and it's going to spill out. So that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen, but it very well could. So I'm sitting in a chair in the kitchen, but thank you, but I'm on my way healing, right? Like I'm on the other side of it. I'm on the other side of it. So I'm getting better. It's just I'm non-weight bearing. And so I'm hopping around. I'm got my crutches. I think I'm gonna just be on the safe side and stick this bad boy underneath it. Like put this on it so if it spills out, it'll spill out on that. And so now we wait. But I'm going to show you the other project we did 2 days ago. Hi. So we made some bark. So it's like chocolate and white chocolate and dark chocolate bark. And I used some trail mix. So it's got peanuts and M&Ms and all kinds of stuff in it. You could kind of see it better on the back. So this is how that turned out the other day. And I'm going to make a white chocolate bark with some raspberries. Not raspberries. What am I thinking about? The dried ones, cranberries. It's cranberries, cashews, and like almonds. And I'm gonna do a bark with that one, and it's gonna be white, all white. And then I make it, and then I like to give it away, because we're at a campground. You meet a lot of new people, and then you like to give them away. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with the next batch that I make. So right now we are just waiting to see how that cake turns out. I'm hoping it turns out and it's like absolutely delicious. And so meanwhile, I want to paint, but I can't do that in the kitchen, and it's gonna be such a pain in the butt to get from here to in there. So it's Saturday night. What is everybody doing? What is your plans? What are you up to other than watching me make some strudel bread, some coffee cake? I want to make strudel. I keep calling it strudel, but it's coffee cake. So it looks like we got 18 people in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate a thumbs up. So you guys, let me know who's all here. Where's everybody from? Where are you watching this from? While I'm putting this stuff away. All right. Jordan TGK Gaming says hi. Well, hello. Welcome, my new friend. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's make some hot tea. I got a new coffee cup, and it would be nice to make some hot tea. What I should probably be doing. Oh, Sacramento! Oh my goodness, we were close to there when we left. Oregon. I love Oregon. I cannot wait to get back out there. We'll be in Arizona in December. So I'm hoping to be out there. But we were close to Sacramento when we were in South Lake Tahoe. And it was very nice and pretty, and the water was very pretty. So we weren't too far from you guys. So welcome. How's the weather so far? Do you guys don't get seasons out there? You don't get like fall season, do you? BK, hello from Virginia. I've been to Virginia. What part? Because I stayed in Virginia Beach. We passed through. We stayed in a state park in Maryland, which was pretty awesome. But we were like right there at the line at Virginia. And it was pretty cool. It's a beautiful drive with the leaves and stuff changing. So welcome from Virginia. All right. Oh, okay. So you come in to be mean and disrespectful. I got it. It's always one in every bunch. I don't usually run a community like that. I usually like for people to have a safe space to be kind and awesome to each other. So thank you so much for dropping by. BK Fairfax. Okay, I know where that is. I know where Fairfax is. Is that in Alaska? Are you in Alaska? How cool is that? All right. Here it is. It was 60 today, Margaret. It was pretty chilly here. It was definitely, it was sweater weather. We could have used a hoodie. It was very chilly. Wisconsin, you're going to get it too. It's going to be cold, 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 cold. In a couple more months, it's going to be freezing. But Wisconsin, Shirley, that's where you are. Cool. All right. Fairfax, Virginia. Okay, Virginia. I was thinking Fairfax, Alaska, because they do have one. All right, Michigan, 53. Are your leaves changing yet? We were up in Michigan at the near, where's that place? Frankenmuth. We were in Frankenmuth. So and not too far from and we stayed in Bay something. I totally forgot. I'm flanking. But it was right there off of the water. We stayed in Bay City, I think, and we went to Frankenmuth up in Michigan, and it was beautiful weather. It was nice and comfortable. So today it was definitely, you needed a sweater to be able to hack it. So, yep, there you go. Where's everybody else calling from? I'm not calling. Oh my goodness, how old am I? I'm talking about calling. Where's everybody else at? So we got Virginia, we got Michigan, we got Detroit, we have Illinois, we have Wisconsin. You sure can. You go right ahead. I don't know how you would do that, but you sure can. I am my information is on my main page, so you could go there if you'd like to. But yes, feel free. All right. Yes. Now, here it is very chilly at night. It gets cold at night. And today was very cool. But come next week, it's going to be like 80. It's going to warm up. Thank you. It's going to be like 80. It's going to warm up. We're going to put that money towards our new camper because we're working on getting a new camper, you guys. And we like to have something to where we can have like a 1 bedroom house on wheel versus like an efficiency. Like, I love this place. Like, we painted the cabinets and they're white up here, and then there's like this dark rich green in the bathroom, but we are quickly outgrowing this place, and so our goal is to upgrade into another, it'll be another used camper, but it'll be new to us, and so we're looking for something with just a little bit more space so I can have an office and a space where I can vlog. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Absolutely. Hey, Angie. Angie is chatting with us from where, Angie? Where are you chatting with us from? Where are you? Where I'm in Ohio, if anybody cares, for a little bit more. We came to Ohio, and then we've been working here for the summer, and we're getting ready to pull out soon. We're just gonna try to make it through the Thanksgiving holidays, and then we're out of here. All right, Georgia. Yes, 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 yes. My in-laws are in Georgia. And I know that we need to go see them. They are such sweet people. So it would be nice to go see my father-in-law. My mother-in-law passed, but my father-in-law is still alive, so it'd be nice to go see him. So Georgia, I don't know, we might be passing through your way, girl. Let's It's doing exactly what I told you guys it was going to do. It is starting to like bubble up. Here, I'll show you. And we're just getting started. So hopefully it won't get bigger than that. Hopefully it won't. So it's cooking, it's doing its job. All right. Messiah, Jesus loves so much. Thank you. So, I truly 110% believe that. And I know that Jesus loves each and every last one of us. And we can never, ever, ever forget that because his love is the best, right? Even when people are not the best, his love is the best. So, thanks for dropping in. Messiah Scott, where are you at tonight? Thank you, Angie. We just finished putting that together. So I have been working on making a coffee cake. So my husband and I, we like to drink like hot beverages, especially now that it's all cool. You get your campfire going, you got your hoodie on and your blanket because we got 2 dogs. And so you snuggle up with your blanket, and then you got your hot beverage, and you're like, I might want a piece of coffee cake. And so instead of keep buying stuff and buying stuff and buying stuff, I figure you might be home, but I was saying what state. So instead of keep buying stuff, I was like, it's fall. It's time to make little things. What better way to do things than explore how to make stuff with my besties? So I was like, okay, it's Saturday night. I'm not doing anything. Let's jump on and see what everybody's doing. And I wanted to make sure that I had a recipe. And the recipe, I got it from Pinterest. So we kind of altered it a little bit because I wanted to do like a little crumble. Hey, Sophia. And so that's where we are with that. So we're waiting on it to finish cooking. And I would love to be up and moving around, but like I said, I had just had surgery on my ankle, but I'm on the other side of it. I'm almost ready to be able to put my be able to walk on it again, because right now I have a scooter and then I'm on crutches and blah 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 blah. But I'm doing good. I'm in good spirits. So I'm doing this baking and stuff like that just to keep my mind busy and keep active and feel like I'm doing something and keeping some content. So I really 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 appreciate it, and I appreciate the donations, you guys. That helps us. So thank you so much. Ooh, now carrots. I'm just not a fan of the carrot cake, but to each his own. I can say that. But I'm with you on the coffee cake. Carrot cake, my sister loves carrot cake, that and German chocolate cake. But I can't get past the fact that I feel like carrots just need to stay in carrot form. Um, all right. So can I say hi to Hayden and Darren? Thank you for subbing. Hi, Hayden. Hi, Darren. How are you guys doing this Saturday night? And you guys don't forget to give a thumbs up to the live. Don't forget to do that because I need that. I need your thumbs up, right? It really helps. Hi, Selena. Happy Saturday night. You're hanging out with all the cool kids. Where are you watching us from? What state? So we've been sounding off on what state we're in and where we are. And since I got a lot of new subs, my goal is to get 5,000 subs by the end of this month, by the end of September. So I'm working hard on that. So let's see. How my day is doing good. I'm hanging in there. It was wonderful. Nebraska. You know, Nebraska is a state that I have not been yet. I have been a lot of places, especially RVing, but I have not been to Nebraska yet. So I have to put that on my list. Sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving. Ooh, girl. Yes. My mama make the best sweet potato pie, but I don't like sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet potatoes at all. So I always pass on that. But she makes a good one. Alabama. I've been in Alabama. I was in Huntsville a couple years ago. I had a friend that moved there, and we went there to help her, so we were there. Uh, yes, I do have 3,000 subscribers, but I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying to get my numbers up. So I'm working on trying to get 5,000 by the end of the month. So that is my goal right there. Hi, Patricia. Where are you logging in from? The weather is crazy. One day it's snowing, then the next day it's 80 degrees. Yes. Weather can be crazy and tricky depending on where you are, right? So when we were in Wyoming, which I absolutely love, we were at the Grand Tetons. It was snow up to our waist. I did a video about that. We were hiking in the snow. So if you guys want to go check out any of my travel videos, you could just go to my channel and just look at our adventures. We were in Wyoming at the Grand Tetons, and the roads were perfectly clear, but the weather was crazy. There was so much snow everywhere, everywhere. And in Nebraska, so we had the opportunity to go through there, but we ended up going through Kansas. We were headed to Colorado, going into Wyoming, and it took us where we could have went through Nebraska. And we also could have went through Nebraska when we were going to Oregon, but we ended up going higher. We went to Iowa, and then into South Dakota, into Wyoming, into Idaho, so and then into Oregon. So one day we'll make it over to Nebraska. Oh my goodness, it snowed and it was 80 degrees. Are you sure that was snow? Okay, so what states haven't I seen? I have not been to North Dakota. I have not been to Minnesota. I've been through Minnesota, but I haven't been there and done anything. I haven't been to Wisconsin yet. Um, I have not been to North Carolina and South Carolina. I haven't been to Louisiana. I've been to Louisiana as a kid, but not on my RV journeys. I haven't been to Louisiana yet. And I have not been to, let me think, Nebraska. Everywhere else, and Minnesota, not Minnesota, Montana. I've been through Montana, but I haven't been to Montana. I've been everywhere. I've been to Utah. I've been to Colorado. I've been to Texas. I've been to Oklahoma. I've been to Kansas, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Mass, Maine, Virginia, DC, Maryland. We've been to Michigan because we're right up the street from Michigan. We've been to Idaho, Iowa, South Dakota, Wyoming. We've been to Nevada. We've been to California, New Mexico. I've been to a lots of states, especially in our RV travels. Washington, which Washington? Washington State or Washington, as in DC? All right, Knoxville. I know where Knoxville is. That's right up the street from where I used to live in Tennessee. Now I live wherever the road takes me, kid. But I absolutely love it. Like I told you guys, we're working on getting our new RV, so we're very thankful for for all the little gifts that you guys give. We appreciate that. So that's our goal, is to upgrade into a bigger RV. And so we are in the process of that right now. So we appreciate your gifts. All right. Have you been to Kentucky? Yes, I've been to Kentucky. I have been to Kentucky. We went to Louisville. So I've been in Louisville. And we stayed there for a weekend because we went to the theme park that was there. And we also went to Mammoth Cave. I even did a video with Mammoth Cave. And I hope you guys will leave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me and kind of chit chat with me. Geez, been so many places. Colorado, Arkansas, so fun. One of my favorite places in Colorado is Telluride. Okay, if you guys get a chance, go to Telluride. It is absolutely amazeballs. You will love it, and it's one of those places where you can park and or stay or Airbnb or park your RV, and you don't have to get back in the car anymore. You can pretty much walk any and everywhere you want to go. And at the time when we went, the transit was like $2 that took you all the way around, or you could just get on bikes and ride. It was absolutely beautiful. So I definitely recommend going to Telluride and also taking the train on the $1 Million Highway. It's worth every second that you're doing it. Washington State. Now Washington State is got that rainforest beauty. And I would have loved, while we were in Oregon, to explore more Washington State. So, Angie, let's meet up out there and just go on an adventure. Because I would love, love, love. I used to watch this TV show that was filmed out of a little fishing village in Canada, but it was like right outside of Washington State, like right on the line, and it was awesome. It was about these killer mermaids. So, anyway, have you been to? No, I have not been to anywhere extra cool like that. If I was going to leave the country, I would probably go to Asia. And I would love, love, love to maybe see Japan or someplace like that, the Philippines or somewhere. Or I'd love to go to Ireland. Ireland, I would like to go to Ireland. Okay, you have to go, but you're amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You have a good night as well, Hayden. All right, oh, you're from Tokyo. Okay. Yes, I would like to go to Japan. I've heard good things about that. So you're going to have to tell me more about your home country. Have a good night, and we plan on keep traveling, girl. We're going to keep going, keep moving. So thank you so much for just dropping by. Let me check my Yep, it's spilling over. I knew that was going to happen. I'm so glad I put that pan up under there. But it smells amazing. It smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, who else is here and where are you guys checking in from? All right. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. It helps get the video out there and sharing with other people who are wanting a safe space to hang out with some good people and chit chat about some travels and some recipes and things that are going on in life, because Lord knows we all need somebody to lean on every now and then. And that's the one thing I love about this community. If you are new to this channel, we have a very warm community. You know, it's like we all get along. There's no disrespectful people here. We're able to share, our feelings in the comment section or whatnot. And sometimes you just need those safe spaces where you could kind of be yourself and not have to deal with folks just being ugly to you because they can, and say mean things. And that's because they're unhappy with themselves. So, Just hang in there, you guys, and I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. Um, he was. He was. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. That's what I'm talking about. No worries here, you guys. I'm just glad you guys came by and stopped by and hung out with me. Yes, Ireland, Scotland. Oh, Finland. I wouldn't mind going to Sweden. Sweden and Ireland. I would love to go check out those two. Those two, absolutely. Have you ever been to Mexico? No. No. I've been close. Okay, so I'm a little wet behind the ears. I just got my passport, like my book passport. And so now I can kind of make plans to do stuff like that. I was going to be going on a mission trip. So the goal that me getting my passport was I was going to be going on a mission trip in December to West Africa. But then I had to have surgery and I didn't know if I was going to be well in time to travel that far, and so I had to put it off till next time. So meanwhile, I have my passport, so I'm looking forward to maybe doing some international travel one day before the world gets too bad. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate that. Help me get the word out because I would love to get up to 5,000 subscribers. And I know that that's not hard to do, especially with great people like you within the community to help share the videos and, bring people in. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I had to put off my trip that for the mission trip that I was going to be taking. So I'm looking forward to maybe using my passport to go some other places. So Mexico, I've heard good things about, and I know that they got some great beaches, and so that's one of the places. That and I'd love to go to Belize because that's where my family is from. My family is from Belize, so I would love to go and be able to kind of meet some relatives back there. Can you go to courtside? Can you go to Mexico from courtside? Now that's a good question. Now I know it's close to the California border, but I would have to. I guess we could Google that. I guess we could just Google. Hey, Google, how far is what is it? The Mexico border from Courtside, Arizona. So that's a easy one, Shirley. We could just Google that one and see what it says, and go from there. Maui? No, have not been to Maui. You seems like you've been some pretty awesome places, man. You got to tell me about your travels. Okay, straight to Yuma to Mexico. Okay, okay. So when I was in courtside and we left, we went to California. So we just GPS and drove wherever it told us to go till we ended up in San Diego because that's my favorite place. When I'm in California, I'm always in San Diego. I absolutely love San Diego. So usually that's where we're headed whenever we're there. Oh, cool. Penguins are pretty cool. They are very cool. You seem like you've had an exciting adventure your own self. Exciting. Shirley, is that a place you're thinking about visiting soon? Like, are you guys going to be going there soon? Okay, so is that the Cali line? Like California line, state line is only 22 miles from courtside? Because it seemed like it took us a few hours to get to San Diego at least. And then we did stop by these sand dunes. That was the coolest thing. I can't think of the name of it. I did a video there, but it's these brown sand dunes. Awesome. We stopped there and kind of spent an hour or so there. We drove through there. It was really cool. We will definitely be praying for your mom. Absolutely. We will be praying for her because we know that that's not fun and it's not a pleasant experience to go through. So we'll be praying for your mom. Okay, got it. We're going. We go all the time. Yes. Okay. Yes. So I thought maybe you were like planning a trip to kind of go there now. But I did the video. Shirley, did you see the video? I think you did because you commented on it. I did the video. Hi, Mr. Gonzalez. I did the video talking about courtside. So if you guys are new to this channel and you're like, what is courtside? Well, it is a place where lots of RVers go and meet up in January. But starting next weekend, it's going to be open for the season where you could like just go and stay, and it's $180. You could check out my video where I'm talking about how we're preparing, finding out information, everything we need to know about courtside, and you could go and it's like RV Palooza there. And so we're hoping to be there. We're hoping to have our new camper, be able to, get on over there and have a wonderful time with everybody else. All right, Texas. What part of Texas? Because I've been there. I've been to Sanford, Texas. We were at Meredith Lake. Do you know where that is? Meredith Lake State Park. And we stayed there. And it was a very cool place to be, but it was so close to the oil refineries and the weather was just so wonky. And then we had this really bad sandstorm where you couldn't even see anything outside. And just as fast as it started, it stopped. So Texas was very interesting. We got a chance to see Cadillac Ranch. I don't know how close you are to that because we were in the North Texas because we were passing through heading into New Mexico. So that was cool. That was absolutely cool. Yes, it is free camping. I want to be somewhere where I know that we could do some dumping and get some water when we need it. That's the whole goal. But I do know they have some of the BLM land where you can do 14 days free camping. I am aware of that. But the 180 is for, I guess, for the Las Posas area where you could dump, you can get water and fill up, and the 180 gives you unlimited access from September the 15th all the way to April. So that's for people who want to go and come back and not just pay the $40 for the 14 days. So it's one of those things. Really, y'all are brave. Sometimes I have to stop watching TV because you watch all these different shows and everybody has a different experience when they go to get health care. I'm talking about healthcare in different countries, and they come back and sometimes they are botched. Sometimes they come back and they're scary. Sometimes they come back and they're fine. So I don't know. You be careful with that, Shirley. Like 45 minutes from Houston, Texas. My nephew used to live in Houston, Texas. He's back here in Ohio now, but he used to live in Houston, Texas. We have not been um, more inland into Texas than we have just crossing the top half heading into New Mexico. So my husband was just mentioning, he was like, we should check out Texas. So who knows what's on the horizon as far as that's concerned. There are some. Okay, now you're tapping on one of the veins that I love. That is one of the coolest things. And so, depending on the road that you take, Angie, you can get out west, and there's all these little abandoned little places that look like little mini cities, like like the ghost towns. And we saw those all the time in Nevada, especially when we were like going out into Ely, headed from Ely into Utah. It had like this whole little area was like totally nobody there. The ghost towns are one of the most coolest things you can ever want to do, and I absolutely love that. I love to take the pictures of it. And the houses that sit on the side of the road or far out in the field, it's like somebody used to raise their family there. Somebody came home and that's where they lived, and the history behind it. I absolutely love that about traveling because when you get out west, it is some really, the terrain is just so different than the East Coast. It's just 110% different. It's almost like you're in another place, especially when you start hitting like Arkansas and Oklahoma, and land starts getting pretty flat. And then it's like you cross over and all of a sudden the mountains start jetting out of the ground. And then you got the canyons like in the Grand Canyon and Petrified Forest, where everything just looks so different. And that's one of the things I love the most about traveling, is that you see something different. The food is different. What you see every day is different. The sunsets are different. The water is different. Like when we were in Oregon and we were able to see all these starfish, and when the tide was out, it's like you're seeing actual sea life that you can only see when if you go snorkeling or something. It was just the absolute coolest experience ever. And, I think everybody should make it their business to get out and do something super cool. These bugs are driving me nuts. That is the one drawback about living in a camper. You open the door and they just come in, and then you have a heck of a time getting them out of here. So It's coming along. Is it doing what I wanted it to do? Eh. Did I put too much? I think I'd probably just put too much everything in the pan. I think it wouldn't look like this if I hadn't put too much of everything in the pan. So let's see. Let's get. Oh my goodness, your dog died. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. So we got. Oh, now that's a good deal right there because even here in the States, they gouge your eyes out about that too. And I can tell you that insurance here is can be whack sometimes. All right. So far it doesn't look bad. It's the front that's filling up and spilling out. But we still got time. I'm gonna put this bad boy on broil. That's the okay, so we're making this in a camper oven and it's not like a home oven, okay, by no means. What else is a good deal? Tell me what else is a good deal. And it cooks so slow. It's ridiculous. Shoot, I'll try your riddle. I'm not real good at riddles, so I'll tell you that up front. All right. Dental work. I knew a person that went to Mexico for medication. So, hey Destiny, how you doing? We're up making some coffee cake and I'm trying. I'm no baker. You know, I watch a lot of cupcake wars and cake wars and I watch a lot of Pinterest and they lie to me and make you think that you can bake whatever they're baking, but that's not all the way true. So we are trying a Pinterest recipe that I found for coffee cake. And so that's what we got brewing in there. Um let's see. Okay, let me read this. I don't know. Maybe he's doing where is the fifth one? Okay, let's see. There's five boys. The first one's playing basketball. The second one is cooking dinner. The third is playing chess. The fourth one is swimming. Where's the fifth one? The fifth one's playing chess with the third one. That's my final answer. All right. He's playing because you can't play chess by yourself. It's no fun. So the fifth one is waiting his turn to play chess with the third one. That's my final answer there, Amber. Says, are you going to do? You're going to do. Okay. Well, I'm excited about my upcoming plans because I don't really know what it is. And I'm not going to lie to you, Destiny. I've been kind of stressing about it because I've been trying to work on some plans. That's been my thing. I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to be working on what the next plan is going to be. And I'm having a hard time just kind of, you know, nailing down next step. Like I know what the future plan is, but the next step plan is still unknown. So that's where we are with that. I'm just excited I'm just trying to be excited with life, period. And so there you go. When I know, you'll know. I'll make sure I update all of you wonderful people that care about me because I really appreciate it. But as of right now, the only plan is by January, by the end by December, we'll be in Arizona. That's the only goal I have right now. I really wanted to have the RV thing kind of taken care of and out of the way by then. So I've been working really hard on that. We've been looking at different ones, but I want a specific layout. As you RV, you learn what you need, and so I know what we need to just function while we're on the road, and so I'm working on that. But with that, you're dealing with the truck and all that other stuff. So blah blah blah. You got So our plans are. I know what the end result is going to be, but the next step is still a mystery. Oh, you don't need two people to go swimming. People go swimming by themselves all the time. But I get it. I get what you're saying. So there you go. Right now I'm just sitting in the kitchen. In the kitchen. So there you go. All right, you guys. I'm just hoping that this thing will go ahead on and finish making. Anybody else new that would like to tell us what state they are watching the live from? Because we are almost coming to the end of our live. And I don't want to hold you guys too long. I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm kind of just rambling at this point. But I just enjoy having you guys hang out with me. So that's why I come on. And it's been an absolute pleasure just having you here and being a part of my day. And I'm happy to be a part of your day and meet some new friends. Our weather, the leaves are starting to change. So today it was pretty chilly. I mean, if you had a hoodie, you would use it. And the leaves, in the right here in the campground, they're red and yellow, so they're changing colors really good. And so it was about maybe 63, 65, maybe, give or take. I didn't really look. I'm just going by what it felt like. But I can tell you at night here now it gets cold. Like you flick on the heat to kind of stay warm at night. So I do know that. And oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. I got a gift in the mail and I want to open it. So you're going to make sure you want to subscribe and hit the notification button for the next time I come on with my live, because we got something very, very special, something I have been wanting, and it finally showed up. And so I'm going to do an unboxing of it and tell you if you want one, where you can get one, because it is the best. And especially if you are a RVer and you go to different campgrounds, you're going to want this. So I can't wait to show you. Yeah, well, you can come up here and have all the cool nights you want. One night I left the window open and I felt like I woke up in the icebox. It was freezing. I had to turn the heater on for a little bit. But it's that cold where you can't find your happy medium. Like you turn the heater on and then it gets too hot too fast. And then you turn it off and then it's freezing cold again. So I've been looking for my happy medium as far as the heater is concerned. But definitely had to turn it on or use my little space heater to kind of just warm up the room a little bit, especially with the dogs. So I'm going to be getting them some pajamas so they can have some pajamas at nighttime. And so if it's cold, because they go to bed with the cover on, but when they, throughout the night, they get up and, move around. Ooh, ooh, y'all, it's turning out pretty good. I was trying to hold on to it was finished, but I don't want to make you wait that long. It's still kind of jiggly. Here, I'll show it to you. So it's coming along. It's spilt out a little bit in the front, but it's coming along. I think I just put too much in the pan and I need to let it kind of do what it do. But other than that, we are still working on it. So hopefully it will get better. It will start to work its way out. All right. Thank you. It's my coffee cake. So I like a special hot beverage that I make. And so there you go. And I'm excited about that. So hopefully it'll get done. And what I'll do in my community, I will post a picture of it. I have gotten so many new subscribers. So I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for the thumbs up and just your likes and your shares and all that good stuff. Thank you for coming into the community and just being the highlight of my evening. Um, Oh, that's the goal, Destiny, is to have it with a cup of coffee. That's the absolute goal, is to be able to have something you can make a little slice, eat it for breakfast, have it with some yogurt, a cup of coffee, whatever. However you want to have it. And so I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. And so inside the community post, I will post a picture of the end result of it. So if you guys care about that and you want to see it, you can go to the end result and check it out. So all right. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate it if you would leave us a thumbs up. If you would subscribe, that would be awesome as well, because we love to have you guys follow our journey. Like Destiny is saying, we are working on trying to get our next steps together. So we'll be keeping you updated on courtside and different stuff like that. We'll be pulling out soon because our season for working is almost up, and we'll be moving on to our next space. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, and stay tuned for the adventure. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the next live. Bye.